Welcome to Inside the Heat. Hello again, everyone. I'm Eric Reed. On this special hometown edition, Max Strus will take us back to where he grew up and show us the places and the people that helped shape him. In his third season with the Miami Heat, this former undrafted player has proven himself every step of the way. His talent, toughness, work ethic, and resolve have helped him ascend in the NBA. But to fully comprehend the roots of his determination, you must first understand where he came from. So Max gave us an all-access look on his recent trip back to his hometown of Hickory Hills, Illinois.
Growing up in Hickory Hills was a lot of fun. You know, our parents were always working, kind of a blue-collar neighborhood, so we always were going home from school and going to the park or going to somebody's house. There's a lot of kids that always wanted to get out and play, and so we always were, you know, thriving off each other. Just always finding activities to do and staying outside and growing up in a, you know, safe environment where we could go out and do that stuff.
We're at the Hickory Hills baseball fields where Max's athletic career actually started.
I mean, I grew up watching my brother play, and then he always was the coach. He played baseball in college.
I remember when the way I coached the little kids here, I would always rotate like who batted first. He used to get mad because I could have batted him first or second or third every night, you know, and I had him bat ninth or 10th, and I go, well, you got to do it like everybody else. I'm glad we, you know, had those memories out here because
Keeps me humble.
Yeah, keeps you humble, right? Yeah. That's where we get the chip on the shoulder. Probably made at me.
Yeah, right.
I had all these flashbacks of memories when I was younger of going to watch my brother play or going to watch my sister play and just growing up there and being around those fields and the parks with my family.
We probably ate dinner 6 nights a week out here, so it wasn't a hot dog, it was a piece of pizza.
Nachos.
And just being out there was my dad's favorite sport, so being able to share that moment with him and to learn the game from him was a lot of fun.
We're at my house. We moved here when I was like 4, and then I think my dad put this in probably a couple years after. We had this space, so he's like, I'll just black it out and put some blacktop down and make a little court. So I basically lived out here. That's nice.
That court was where I would go to get away from everything, and I really found joy in being out there by myself and with my family.
There you go.
Every day after school, we would just come out here for a little bit and tried to get as much energy out from being in school out here. It was the 3 of us a lot of the times growing up together, and then we started playing with all the neighborhood kids.
My brother would bring his friends over here when I was little, and I would just try to hop in the games with them.
They met in our yard and played and everything, and Max just hung with them. He was always the little guy, but they always took him under the wing.
I might get a 10-day after this, man. Keep that camera.
There was always a level of competing and always a level of being active and just like, you know, healthy competition between us.
What is that face you're making?
Now you're gonna start fouling like you did when you were little. My sister actually was very physical. We would not talk to each other for like weeks.
Yeah.
Just like getting in fights.
And a week later, it would be like, are you still mad about that game? And then we'd laugh about it, and it would be over.
Go back in. Nope.
Well, the basket's right there.
Nope, back up.
All the competitive drive I have and the urge to play sports all the time and the want to get better and all that comes from them. I was fortunate enough to have them as role models and balance out the ways and learn from them on how to handle yourself as an adult.
You know, it was a godsend. We put that hoop up there, and I always tell people, best investment we ever made.
I think having that out there kind of set the foundation for, you know, my future in basketball, and I'm very thankful that my dad did that for us.
What are you eating, Nate?
Pizza.
Our dinners have changed over the years. You know, now that we're all getting older, my brother and sister are starting to have kids. The dinners are getting hectic now. You know, there's a lot of kids running around. We're up to 4 nieces and nephews now, so the table's full, and it's just fun.
You could see through the clouds? How do you do that?
Girl, Brooks.
Go ahead, put them on again.
You gotta put those on.
When he's home, he's around all the time. My kids just love Max. Whether he knows it or not, he's just a great example for them and a great role model.
It kills him that, you know, he's so far in Miami, but they understand and they talk every single day. So he's a phenomenal uncle.
What are these?
Do you like these?
To be able to have those moments to share together and, you know, be as close as we are, it's a lot of fun to just be with each other.